potential had for a program, and we really wanted to create something unique. We knew obviously that people were wanting some sort of mixed martial art program in the library, but it went way past that for us. We wanted to create something that was really going to speak to people, not just from a physical standpoint, from a mental standpoint, from a psychological standpoint, and to where it wasn't about the shirt off and the clothes. It was more about how do you feel, and how do you feel when you're finished with it. And that's where the badass comes in. And we're not sugarcoating that. We're not politically correcting that. It's bad. That's just a fact, and that's what we want. We want people to feel that way, so that's what it comes down to. And look, we spent, and there's a reason why we spent 18 months on it. We wanted to, if we were just going for a recreation, it would have taken 2 months. So we wanted to really put soul and effort into it, and we did. And find something unique, and there you go, Core De Force.
Joel had a live video the other day that was supposed to be 5 minutes. It was 38 minutes long. And he's like, anybody who stays on for the whole thing is like a loser. Not even watches the whole thing. I stay on for the whole thing. I asked like 10 questions. Kind of fanboy out. He answered one though. And the one he answered is actually one that I wanted to put forth again today. What makes this program different than a cardio kickboxing class, or what some of their challengers have access to at like the YMCA or something like that? What makes this different?
Great question.
Thanks.
I'm so glad you asked that question. Look, for the coaches, for you guys that have been coaches for a while, you know what's come and gone in terms of, or what's still out there. You have Turbo, you had Les Mills Combat, you had other programs. And this is not to, we're not knocking any program. Like, we taught this stuff for a very long time, and for what it is, it's amazing. We still love it, and we still love the people that are part of it. But this is, if you think of it in a scale, like we have, cardio kickboxing programs on one side that are designed for, a group exercise level and to bring energy and the musicality and choreographed to the music, and it brings a different type of energy, and they're very MMA inspired. They draw from mixed martial arts discipline to give you that feel. And on the other side, you have like real mixed martial arts where you get punched in the face. So we wanted to find the middle ground where you don't get punched in the face, still have a really good time. We wanted to bring in that group exercise and energy feel, because that's our background, that's what we know and love. But we wanted to bring in something that was, one, unique to the library, unique to the workout programs that are out there already, and that really, and what we love about mixed martial arts is the training into it. And what a lot of people see, I see that everybody's not with you and they're punching each other in the face, but the training that these guys go through is phenomenal, and half of it, more than half of it, actually has nothing to do with punching. And that condition is broad, drawing from all the different disciplines, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, American kickboxing, all kinds of things in there. I think so. There we go. The best, I know, what the heck. The best kept secret, I think, was dynamic strength, where everyone was like, hey, we're going to punch and kick. And then day two, we all knew it too. Like day two was coming, we're like, watch this. And then day two happens. And then all the folks are like, what the hell was that? So, definitely
you keep referring to that as the best kept secret.
Actually, I think the best kept secret were Sphinx blasters, right? All right, yeah. So anyway, that's what, and so look, we're getting this question a lot because we know people, for the people that have been in this a while, and what we're saying is, look, just keep this in mind, remember this. We designed Core De Force for people who are not moving, for people who are not exercising, and we don't want anybody to take us the wrong way. We didn't make it for coaches. We made it for the people that you're talking to, the people that you're going after, the 226 million people in the United States and the rest of the world that are overweight and not moving. That's who we're going after, so they don't care what the difference is in programs they've never done before, never seen before, right? They want to know, how is this program going to help them? And that's what you guys have to do. That's why you go through the program first, its entirety, and we say trust the process for 30 days. Do it as we wrote it. We promise you it works. You're not going to get one side dominant and walk in circles. We promise you, we wouldn't put a program out that only works one side of your body. But then you can do it, and then you can talk to your customers and clients, and you can say, this is how this program is going to help your life. That's what makes this program so unique, is to really trust the process, go through it, and then figure out how it's going to work for your customers.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
add like, yes! Give him a clap, you guys. But two more things, if I could just add on to that make it really, really unique. For one, like Joel mentioned, it is not choreographed to the music, so we're not 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not, counting ourselves into a combination. But why that's so cool is it does allow us to go after people that are deconditioned, that need to slow down, that need to go at their own pace. But here's the really cool thing. He said we didn't make it for coaches. A lot of you guys are really, really fit. The cool thing with this is when you are actually fit and you're trying to challenge your fitness, you can go at your own pace, so you don't have to go slow. You can challenge the rhythm, add a little speed, add some explosive power, and there's always more that you can get out of the workout by increasing your technique. And that's why Joel's mentioning as well, trust the process. Please, please do the learn it and work it sections, because you're going to learn something that's going to help you get more out of the workout. So you get out what you put in, you've got to do learn it and work it sections. And you guys need to lead by example so that the people that you're helping with this program will also do that. And then the second thing is, that, like you touched on as well, the mental and emotional component is so unreal. It is so incredible what people are experiencing from the inside out from this program. There's something special about mixed martial arts and other programs that allow you to tap in to yourself in a different way. So it's not just doing an exercise like a squat or a bicep curl that's purely, I'm not going to say it's boring, but it's focused on physical results. There's just something so amazing that you can't really put your finger on about throwing these kicks and punches, and you are literally fighting for something. You're fighting for yourself. You're fighting. Everyone's fighting for a different reason, but you get so much more out of it internally, and people are coming out the other end saying how empowered they feel, how confident they feel, how in control they feel, and that's the kind of thing that's going to make people stick to these life decisions of leading a healthier life, is changing the way that they think, having a stronger mindset. So that's something that I really want, I hope, that you guys are experiencing as well, and you can share with people and really tune into, because it's very special and it's very unique.
Awesome, thank you guys. This next question is for Samantha Cohen. Again, Samantha, combined 7-star elite coach, Team Titanium. Do we have any in the room?
Woo!
All right. So, everybody laughs after that. Like, I just yelled. It's so silly. Be confident in your yell. For Sam, so with Sam and Josira, they both lead incredible teams. They both do, they both hit Success Club all the time. And I really wanted Sam to kind of help us with the, getting that, hitting that Success Club, getting new challengers, getting new people involved in your program. So, Sam, how do you recommend, we have a brand new program. We have basically brand new trainers. They were in Les Mills Bump, I heard. And so it's not the same trainer, that they see on the infomercial. How do you market this brand new program, brand new concept to new challengers?
All I have to
No pressure,
right here. No pressure. I think that Beachbody is really smart, as well as these two, because what is like the in thing right now, like mixed martial arts, UFC, like all that stuff. So I think it makes it really easy because it's so marketable to everybody. I shared with you guys, it's the first program my husband and I are doing together. There's really nobody I can think of that wouldn't be interested in this, and I shared, my story, even people that are going through emotional stuff, like Jericho was saying, to just gain control. So to I guess to answer your question, you need to show you doing it. They can get this program on Beachbody. They can get it through 450 other 1,000 coaches. Why are they going to come to you? And that is sharing your struggles and sharing, what you are getting out of this, not just what it's about, because I can read about that online. It has to be about that. So getting yourself out there, Facebook Live is amazing. Don't be afraid, because there's more people like you guys and like me, just normal everyday people, than trainers. Not They're very relatable. Like people who are inspired, challengers are inspired by challengers, you know, like by you guys doing it and what you're getting. But you guys are cute, but they're Jay. Like I say, like out there, and like I said, they've made. No.
Thank you.
I liked how you said fast and it like went off. But hopefully that was helpful.
That's awesome. So you're working with challengers. Everybody here who's a coach is working with challengers. This time of year, what's the biggest thing that they say? It's the holidays. I'm going to take some time off. I got things to do. I got family to see. I'm going out to dinner. I just saw somebody go like this. I'm saving money for presents. How do you build a challenge group, get people involved, get new people involved in the midst of the holiday season?
So that's always a struggle. Being 2 years into this, like I've been through the holiday season, it's always a hard time for health and fitness. Nobody's thinking about that stuff. But like I said, this is a very marketable thing. And it's a very realistic plan. Like we were at dinner last night and they were saying like, well, what do you tell people on Thanksgiving that you eat? And they're like, turkey, like normal stuff. You can do challenge groups through this, and there's nothing wrong with hitting end of the year resolutions instead of waiting for the new year because of 2 days. Why do we do that? Like, why do we wait for, there's Thanksgiving and Christmas? Why? But here's a couple tips. Number one, start a free event page. So this is something that we did. People don't want to see salesy stuff around Christmas, maybe they do. But share value and share free stuff. So we opened an event page and we just shared, we're brand new learning this program just like everybody else. It's not like I know something special. Throw as much as you can into it. Law of attraction. When people see it all over or all over, the Facebook or their friends doing it, all of a sudden you're going to say, I want a Core De Force, like everybody, that looks awesome. So start a free group, get people into it that way. And then it's a really easy transition to getting them into a challenge group. A second thing, Christmas, like we get purses and we get stuff. Like why not invest in something that's going to change your life? So think about sharing with your challengers. Like, I know it's hard to spend money on yourself, but make it your Christmas present, Also, having a husband that, never knows what to get me, share with their spouses, hey, Linda really has wanted Core De Force. I know she's not going to get it for herself. If you need an idea for Christmas, think about getting her this. I know my husband would be like, absolutely, sure, here's the money, And then the last thing I'm going to share with you guys is, get on the phone. Get on the phone with people because you're going to build a relationship. They're going to hear your vulnerability. They're going to hear who you are and also realize that you're listening to them and you're addressing their needs and not just what you're excited about. So my biggest advice, get on the phone. You're going to build a relationship so much faster that way, especially during this holiday season. And when you get on the phone, don't talk, listen, hear what they need, and then address those needs. And you guys are going to do great. It's going to be fine.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. Next one's for Mike. Mike, Beachbody Live Instructor of the Year. I'm going to keep saying it because it's that awesome. And he's within driving distance from here, so we don't have to pay for his flight. So, Mike, how long have you been teaching live?
So 2 years.
Okay. We have a lot of coaches here that maybe want to teach live and want to do the live instruction. We have some live instructors here. How do they tie together, and what's your experience been as a live instructor of the programs that you've been instructing?
Yeah, so, what Joel and Jericho said, there's that connection, that one-on-one connection you have when you teach live, and I'm drawn to that. I truly enjoy doing that. And you're connecting with somebody, and for me, it's like watching the breakthrough that someone has. So I enjoy that live moment, seeing someone struggle, and then going past or doing something they didn't think they could do, whether it's through your own your motivation or just them just showing up consistently every week, and then they have that breakthrough moment. You see it, and it makes you happy. And the same thing with coaching. one of my coaches, Megan here tonight, who she takes my live class. She's also a live instructor, and seeing her do her first program and like her breakthrough, and then her breakthrough with coaching, like it all kind of goes in one thing. Like you find you first, right, and then you kind of help other people. I think that's the best way. It's like that vital process that Beachbody's been talking about. I think there's a lot to do with that. So,
how do you think, for the current in the room, how do you think getting certified in Core De Force will benefit them in their catalog?
Yeah, I think, not because we're talking about Core De Force. And I told Joel and Jericho when I saw them on the last Super Saturday, I teach boxing and jiu-jitsu and Krav Maga at the State Police Academy in New Jersey. So like, I love the legitimacy of this program. And I think they said it right. It's like it is, you're not hitting each other, but like it's right there. It's like what we would teach when we do drills. At the academy, it's the same type of thing. It's that cardio.
It's fun.
What's that?
Fun.
It's fun. I mean, yeah, and they also touched on something which I think this is it. It's the mental part, right? It's the mental part. And I experienced that when I did Max 30, because there's some programs that take you where you didn't think you'd ever end up going. Like, they take you to a place that you mentally didn't think you can do. That bell's gonna ring again. Are you ready? It's like, we're in Philadelphia. Rock, ring the bell. Like you gotta go, and you gotta be ready to go again. And you might not mentally and or physically be ready to go. And those programs I really, really enjoy. I do enjoy the non-equipment programs too, because they travel well. Core De Force is gonna be an awesome live format. I mean, it really is gonna be good. But as the instructor, you have to own this program. You have to know this program so that your energy is going to be there, your cueing is going to be there. There is a technical aspect of it, but don't underestimate that. The technique really is like you can do a squat wrong, and we can correct the squat. But if you're not like striking properly, you're not going to get what you need out of it, and also could get hurt. So, yeah, so own this program first, and do it, like they said, by the calendar, and then when this comes out live, this is going to be an excellent live format. Like, I'm excited about it.
So, this is something I typically ask people who come to our events, and who speak at our events. There's a lot of doubt. In Philly, in the Northeast in general, there's this, you don't want to screw up because you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to, go out on a limb because you're afraid you're going to get ridiculed, because the best sign of endearment in our city is to get bashed on by your friends, right? So right now there's somebody out here that is literally saying, I don't look the part to be a Beachbody live instructor. What do you say to that person? I mean, maybe you're the wrong person to ask. I mean, you certainly look the part, but...
See, everyone always sees the after product. They don't see what happened before, right? They don't see the high blood pressure, the anxiety, the 220-pound guy who worked on the road and it was completely unfit. You just see the after product. So you don't know someone's journey. So that's a good coaching tip too, is you got to understand that everyone's journey is different. You don't know where someone is in their journey. So you look at me like, oh yeah, he's fit. Of course you can teach it live, but it was a whole mountain that was climbed, prior to that, probably for everybody. So you have to be you. So and you have to fail forward. So like I mentioned before when I talked, you have to jump, and you have to be okay with like failure and learning from that failure. But again, be on your journey to be a product. Make sure that you're showing up every day. Own this program. Own it. Just do it. Own it. Do it again and again. Stop speaking stuff out. Back to it. Make sure you're an expert. Make sure you are Joel and Jericho when you teach this live, but be you, right? You have to be you because they're showing up for you and what you bring in your live class. It's not always the program. They come back for you. They might come for Core De Force or an insanity class, but they come back for you, right? So,
excellent. So Josiah's Success Club legend, all-star, all of those things, like top of the mountain Success Club, right? She's been one of the most successful coaches I've ever seen firsthand. It's been really inspiring. She also had the Financial Fitness Award. Can you explain that a little bit, Josiah, what that is?
So the Financial Fitness Awards that you can get at Summit, financial fitness is eliminating all your credit card debt, and then financial independence is like student loans, car loans, and what I'm working towards next is the financial freedom, which is all debt, mortgage, and everything.
Awesome. Congratulations. So we asked Sam, you know, brand new program, brand new trainers, brand new everything, you know, how do you get the community excited about this program? I want to ask you the same question, but how do you get Team Love Fit, which is your team, excited about this program?